Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey.
What do Nhan the character and Nhan the bread have in common?
Yum yum. They're both.
Why you fucking ruined my joke?
I ruined your joke?
You said the punchline.
But it was a great punchline.
You asked us.
It was obvious.
But that's not how a joke works. The joke is you say, what is it? And then I say the punchline. You fucking ruined. All right, fuck it.
You asked me the question.
You put it right.
You just don't know how a joke. You have no idea how a joke works.
I'm not gonna lie. It did not occur to me. So well done, you.
Well, I was literally just listening to Yum Yum track, so it's fucking obvious.
What does Nhan the bread, Nhan the character, and Jake's joke have in common?
They both suck. They both got ruined.
Whoa.
Whoa, Nhan the bread is delicious.
No,
first of all, there's three things, not both, but also they're all flat.
Oh, that's good, Caitlin.
My joke would have been fucking great if the punchline didn't get fucking ruined.
Now, see, Ames stole your punchline, and then Caitlin...
I didn't steal a punchline. I answered the question he asked.
Ames answered your question, and Caitlin razzed you in her own joke, so...
So Caitlin wins.
If this was joke
I'm
vote,
going to put this out there. I think when you hear a setup for a joke, and you recognize that it's a joke, even if you know the punchline, the correct answer is not to deliver the punchline. The correct answer is to play with the joke and let the fucking joke teller do his fucking thing!
I was treating you like a sphinx asking me a riddle, and I have to answer.
See, what's great? What's great is I know you didn't plan this, but this thematically ties into the episode.
You know what ties into the episode?
This is like Book and Michael knowing each other's.
We have no middle ground.
This time you've gone too far. You've crossed the Rubicon.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Oh, the king of the segue.
So tell us about Rubicon, Jake. Well, actually, we should introduce ourselves.
I'm trying to do it without any jokes that Ames is going to steal from you.
This is fucking... I'm never telling another joke again.
Oh my god, you promise?
You know what? No, you know what? This has been this week's episode. We're not topping that. Good night, everyone.
I thought you were going to throw Murph at me. Literally, I backed up. I was like, oh my god.
Don't hurt Stuffy Murph.
He's my friend.
Oh yeah,
so
fuck Caitlin, but don't hurt Murph. She's like, alright, he picks up
the
Voyager
Lego
and
Voyager.
throws Voyager at me.
We have sharper implements we can throw at Caitlin.
We are genuinely not going to top this for the rest of the episode. It's just like, sorry in advance.
I've got intellectual points to make. So Jake, do the intro.
Introduce ourselves.
Here we go. All right. Well, hello today, everybody, and welcome to A Star to Steer Her By. It's a Star Trek part.
It sure is.
Yep. That's what it is. My name is Jake, and joining me are...
Chris.
Ames.
And Caitlin.
Holy shit. Today we're talking about Star Trek Discovery Season 5, Episode 28.
Sure.
Rubicon. I don't have the card in front of me anymore, so
gave it back.
I have no idea.
Season 4, Episode 9?
Correct.
Season 4, Episode 9.
There it is.
Damn it, I was about to say that. You beat me to it.
Oh, no, your punchline.
He's back, baby!
Anyway.
Now he's telling jokes again. Damn
I
it.
ruined everything.
You already broke your vow. You are the worst warrior monk ever.
Totally. So we're talking about this episode. It's called Rubicon, and here's all what happened. So, as you
Chris
recall...
is picturing Jake as a warrior monk right now, I can tell.
No,
like
actually, I'm just still riding off of this.
Okay.
Wow.
So yeah, sorry, what happened?
From last week, you recall that we boxed.
I'm going to stop you right there. I don't recall anything.
Okay, well, we had a little boxing
I had
fight.
forgotten already. So.
We had a little boxing fight, and
we played poker last week.
And we played poker, and then Michael lost the poker, which meant that she lost the unobtainium that they need for their doomsday weapon, Book and Tarka. So, but Michael managed to sneak on a little Viridian patch type thingy on the thing, and now they're able to track the library. Track the unobtainium.
I forgot we called it that.
So
that's where Book is.
So anyway, we are now next week. We are back at Starfleet headquarters and talking to Admiral Dance, and and he says, and Michael's like, I put a Viridian patch on the thing, so we're gonna find it. And he's like, okay, great, but here's the thing, because I don't fucking trust you to actually do the right thing, and
Saru's in charge, please.
Potentially kill Book if you have to. I'm gonna send your old friend, Nhan, who used to be your security guard until she left for reasons.
Seeds.
For seeds. And, you know, we realized that we didn't really have another character in the show that could fill this, so we just bring her back with very little substantial explanation other than, oh, I got sick of seeing my people, and then I went back to Starfleet.
How did it go with your family? Oh, not great, but anyway.
Yeah, they said I sucked.
It was a little weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, they kind of glossed over it. Anyway, Nhan got sick of her family awfully quick, or they got sick of her.
Her family's descendants,
yeah,
really.
True. Yeah, it was just because, like, every time they would serve dinner, she'd be like, oh, this is so good. Yum, yum. And they're like, get the fuck out of my house, you fucking bitch. Yeah. Anyway, so we're back. We're back, baby, at least for an episode. But Nhan's job is evidently to be there and basically just make sure that Michael does the thing that she needs to do, which is stop Book and Tarka at all costs.
Especially killing them.
So, yeah, up to and including killing them.
Especially Tarka.
So they try some shit.
Oh, they tried to shuttle aboard.
Well, yeah. So they now Discovery has a cloaking device evidently now, and so does the shuttles that they have.
And they can spore jump while cloaked, which is new.
And they can spore jump while cloaked, basically turning whatever. Yeah, exactly. Way OP now. So they jump in cloaked. And then they're going to try to board Book's ship in a cloaked shuttle. So they send Saru, Wilson Cruz, and somebody else.
Bryson Reese.
Bryce and Reese,
so they could have a stupid little fight for no reason.
Well, it's so dumb too, because it's like, right, we need someone to pilot the shuttle. So Bryson, what?
Yes.
Your comms officer and your tactical officer.
We need someone to pilot the shuttle and a friend.
To argue with.
To have an argument on the way.
We'll talk about that later, because holy God.
So anyway, they try to board the ship, but it doesn't work because Tarka has booby-trapped the ship.
Brilliant. He should be doing this to every ship.
Yeah,
I loved it so much.
He booby-trapped the ship, and it's going to destroy the shuttle, but then they manage to beam everybody out in literally the instant the shuttle gets destroyed. So now their whole cloaking device thing was all for naught. Now Book and Tarka know they're there. And Michael's like, hey, guys, let's not do this thing that you're going to do, destroy the DMA. And they're like, psych, not. And then they jumped into the middle of the DMA and are about to launch their missile. And then Discovery jumps into the DMA and just gets in front of them. So they can't launch it, which doesn't make sense because later they just beam it. Whatever.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So they keep so Discovery keeps jumping in front of them and saying, not that way, not that way. Oh, can't go that way, can't go that way. Until finally, for whatever reason, they've figured out that the DMA isn't going to move, they don't think, for like
a week.
Someone runs the calculation on how long it will take at the current rate of extracting boronite.
Boringite.
Sure. Boronium.
Just like this episode.
Yeah. So it's
how long is it going to take for us to run out of how boring this episode it is? Well, it's going to feel like a week.
So Michael calls Book and she's like, "Hey, Book, listen."
Well, he doesn't answer.
There's no. Oh yeah, that's right. She calls you, and then she just shuttles over and stands outside the window and
standing in front of people in 3-dimensional space in this episode.
And she says, "Hey, Book, there's no rush to do this. Listen, we got a week. It's not going to move. It's not going to cause any damage to anybody for like a week, and we can use that time to try to make first contact. And if we get to the end of the week, guess what? You can blow it up if you want." And he's like, "You know what? Not a bad deal. All right, I can take a week." And she's like, great, I'm just going to head back then. Well, I'll see you guys later.
Grudge says hi.
So she just fucks off. And then, of course, because reasons, Tarka's like, yeah, fuck that. I'm blowing up the DMA. And he beams the bomb into the middle of it. And
the other Janeway maneuver.
The old beam-a-bomb.
And Harry Kim did that, too.
Then Discovery is like, shit. And Book's like, shit. And they all jump away, and that's about it. So everybody failed this week.
Well, especially Tarka, because it turns out the fucking thing was powered from the other end.
That. Yeah, that's true. So
yeah, two things.
And a new one just pops out.
So
right?
minutes after the thing blows up, it's back again.
Yeah, and Tarka didn't even get the big power device that he wanted.
And he couldn't
the whole
find
time.
his power supply.
Good.
The DMA
Fucking
comes
loser.
back, so they didn't even... So Tarka failed
Yep.
because they couldn't get the power supply. Book failed because the DMA isn't actually destroyed. It's just back again.
Yep.
Michael failed because she let him destroy the DMA.
Yep.
Nhan failed because she let Michael fail.
Yep.
And
But Saru won.
But
He gets a date.
Saru
Yes.
gets his ganglia wet, which is nice.
Ooh.
And now the game.
So he did succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. All episode long. The thing I was mentally, because I didn't, do this in front of Jay because it would have been awkward, screaming at the television. Tarka is still an element here.
Yeah.
Like in my brain, this episode is called Wild Card Bitches.
Yeah.
Because all episode long, they are forgetting that Tarka is an element that also can make decisions on Book's ship.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael, all episode long, is telling Nhan, like, no, I can reason with Book. Oh, Book wouldn't do that. This wouldn't be like Book. And then, even when...
That's true, but dipshit McGee is there.
When Tarka fires some more missiles at Discovery, Michael's like, no, that wouldn't have been Book. That must have been Tarka.
Yeah, and now it's like, right, that doesn't matter. We're
And they
under
all-
fucking attack.
They all forget that Tarka is a fucking element the whole episode long, and it drove me fucking insane.
You know what it is? Tarka is up on his Earth literature, right? And he read The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and invented the somebody else's problem field, and that's why people just kind of keep forgetting he's there.
Apparently.
I mean, here's the thing. Michael should never have been sent on this mission.
No. When
And-
Sisko was too close to the Eddington problem, Ross took him off of it.
Yeah.
Sisko did it anyway, but
Yeah,
that's not
it's
Ross's
Sisko.
problem.
But yeah, right. That was an interesting plot point because you got to see, Cisco doing that shit. But this is just like, no, we're just going to let Michael go here. We'll send a chaperone, but the chaperone will also fuck it up.
You know what's funny? This is very tangentially related, but I knew we saw Nhan once more this season.
I forgot she even came back.
See, I remembered vaguely she came back, but I forgot why and how. So when Tarka was like, oh, there's going to be a chaperone, I was like...
Vance, not Tarka.
Yeah, sorry. When Vance was like, there's going to be a chaperone, I was like, is it Tilly? I was
I kind of thought that too.
And then it was not like, oh, right, that's why we see her this season.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Should've just been...
She's boring and didn't need to be here.
She is boring. No. And surely at this point, Vance is going to wise up and take, ground
Burnham?
Michael, right?
No, he won't.
Because
never. She's the main character
fucked
of the
this
show.
up so many ways. And it's all because of her relationship with Book. She's too close to Book. She cannot function as the captain in this capacity.
Yeah, Vance should have put Saru in charge.
He needs to be, and not just in charge, Michael needs to be off the ship. Michael needs to be
Vance should have put
somewhere
himself
else
in charge, so
Yeah.
we could have seen him in a sweet red
Ooh,
jacket
I want
instead of
that.
that admiral's thing.
Except his nightie, his
I liked,
jumper.
His nightie.
I liked Nhan's black uniform with the TMP belt buckle.
Yeah, they had that once or twice in season 3. They were always background characters, but yeah, this is the first time it's gotten a real good.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Kind of.
What's the word?
It's a little slick.
I lost track.
It's shown off well. But yeah, no, it is nice. Yeah. During their little jumping around dealies and oh, this one knows that one's move, all I could think of was the box multiverse episode of Futurama. Perfectly symmetrical violence never solved anything. That was the worst Professor Farnsworth I've ever done. I apologize.
I'm fine with it. Yeah, the addition of Nhan did nothing for me because her whole point was just in case I will blow up Book and Michael will care.
Yeah.
But I don't care, and she never does anything except menace.
Her entire presence there was a non-issue.
A non-issue.
Thank you. I was trying to come up with a...
And she didn't even seem like the character she used to be. There was no yum yum, and I was upset.
And she barely spoke, and she was just, it was not necessary.
Well, see, again, tied to Futurama, she tried to pull a Fry, being like, hello, distant future relatives, I'm your relative. And they were like, we don't care. Although apparently she wasn't allowed to tell them she was from the future, which
Was
is
she
weird.
not? I lost track.
She said something about not being able to say it, and it's
Like she was from the past.
the past. Wait, can you literally not? Are you under orders, or were you felt like it was too weird, or...
But also then it becomes wedding crashing. Oh, you must be my second cousin thrice removed
Yeah.
on
It's like yesteryear.
Griselda's side.
It's like yesteryear when Spock shows up and claims to be a distant relative. Yesteryear, right?
Yes.
Do these people not have the internet? Nobody went on Ancestry.com to be like, who is this?
They have DNA sampling. They gotta check.
They still haven't really fixed the internet from the burn, so...
Here's another issue I have. So right now, we're sending Michael, because we always send Michael, because she also...
She's the most important person in the world.
Is on the most important ship in the world.
Yeah.
The issue is, we just saw that Tarka can also make a spore drive. So clearly, someone else could also make a spore drive.
Presumably, Aurelio could make the spore drive. Like,
Why are there no other ships that can use spore drives?
Well,
so
the other
that
problem is they don't have another pilot, because right now only Stamets and Book
yeah.
can pilot.
Yeah, well, that thing is...
That's a good point.
That's the prototype. Dickhead stole it. Tarka stole it to put on Book's ship. So the problem is, like, they only had the prototype, so they would need to build another one, which... I was gonna say should take time, but then again they have programmable matter, so who knows?
But yeah, but
it takes as much time as it needs
assumed
to.
that it was mostly Aurelio that was building the spore drive.
Yeah,
because
probably.
they were working together.
Yeah.
Supposedly, and Aurelio was already the expert on spore technology.
That's right. Poor Aurelio having to spend so much fucking time with Tarka.
Yeah.
Why do you tell me more about why you hate Tarka? Do you hate the character, or do you hate
He's just a prick.
that he's in the season?
Like, I was thinking about this yesterday. The problem is, like, I get, again, that you're not supposed to like him, but he's not one of those villains that's fun to not like. Like, I love hating Kai Wynn.
Oh, yeah.
She's great. Gul Dukat is a prick in a way that's wonderful. Like, a good villain, you should either sort of enjoy or at least enjoy disliking them. There's something about Tarka that I cannot put my finger on. It's like, I dislike him, but, like, not in a way that's enjoyable.
Is it the writing?
Maybe there's just...
Okay, because I like the acting. I think the actor.
Oh, yeah, no, I have
a
nothing
great
against
job.
the actor, but the character itself, I'm just, like, I think he's doing exactly what the script... So maybe it must be the writing, yeah, because, like, I think he's doing exactly what he's being told to do, but, like, as a character, he's dislikable in a not entertaining way.
Oh,
you
see,
know?
I find him entertaining enough. And like I mentioned earlier, like, I like that he rigged up Book's ship.
That was
Because
clever.
we're constantly yelling, like, you know, close the fucking doors in
Yeah.
Shuttle Bay and shit like that. And he takes it one further and booby traps Shuttle Bay, and I'm like, fucking yes.
Yes. It's a little shitty he did it without, checking with the, owner, but yeah, I can't explain exactly why, but yeah, he shows, I'm like, oh, this fucking guy.
I don't feel like he's even the hero of his own story. I think that's the problem. He's just a twat.
It also occurred to me this time, like, his plan was insane.
Oh, of course it was.
Because it was like, wait a minute, because it didn't even occur to me in all this time. He wants the power. Sure, fine, whatever. But it's like, it's not there. It's like, well, yeah, because you just blew up the machine with an insanely powerful bomb. Like, it turns out it was powered from the other end anyway, but, like, how were you expecting the power source to survive if it had been
He had
in there?
done tests. He'd made
It would be like...
some kind of a program that ran it.
It would be like beaming the weapon into the engine room of a starship and being shocked the warp core didn't survive. And somehow this didn't occur to me until this episode. It's like, wait. Your plan to get this thing was to obliterate it, but it would still... Do you think the... What? Aren't you a scientist?
Yeah, it's very dumb. It's very, very dumb.
I will
What
say...
are your thoughts on Tarka, Jake?
I like the actor. I think he's doing a good job.
Yeah, nothing against the actor, as I
don't
said.
think that I agree that they haven't really made him somebody that I care a lot about. I know that they were trying to make him seem more, with this whole, I gotta get to this other universe to see my boyfriend thing. Like, okay, yeah, I get it. You're trying to make me care about his motivations, but I just don't.
Yeah, no.
I
think
because he also just seems like just a prick. Because you're like, I don't want you to.
so does
I don't
Stamets.
want you to. Well, right. Yeah, exactly. I don't want you to be happy. I don't want you to go to the other universe. In fact, your boyfriend's probably better off without you.
But I think you nailed it by saying he doesn't feel like even the hero of his own story. Which, like, for a lot of villains, that's their thing. They think they're the good guy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like Kai Wynn, right?
Yeah.
God, Stamets.
Well, and Stamets.
Classic villains.
Yeah. Oh, poor Stamets. I like Stamets.
He helps out this week. He's the one that calculates the time it'll take.
No, him and the robot, yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know why they needed him at all, because it's like, honestly, I could just ask ChatGPT to do that. Like, hey, this thing's eating things at this rate. How long will it take?
Weird, like, why? This is like an offhand thing that would be easy to miss, but like apparently Bryce is also helping try to figure out how to communicate with 10C, and it's like, shouldn't someone at headquarters be on that?
Everybody who's
or is it like literally? And maybe. And if they had said this, I'd have been fine with it. But, like, it's such a big task. They've got literally every comm officer in Starfleet. Because there's 10 of them right now.
The other thing you gotta figure, like, the education... Like, not saying that these aren't smart people on Discovery. They are, right? They're the best of the best.
But they're 1,000 years out of date.
But they're 1,000 years out. This would be like if, if we wanted somebody to help solve a quantum computing problem and we went and asked,
Ada Lovelace.
Yeah. It's just, it's like... It makes zero sense.
Yeah, you gotta catch them up first, and that's gonna take
hey,
a lot
Isaac
of time.
Newton, but I need some help with my, my
nuclear fission.
Yeah, exactly.
But also, like, again, it's Bryce who, like, I'm shocked I remember he's their comms officer.
Yeah, well, because they don't give them enough to do.
Yeah, I think that scene stuck out like a sore fucking thumb as the writers, yet again, as they've been doing all fucking season, just assigning traits to the bridge crew. And I have a theory, because I was thinking about this, like, back in the past, like, they had the same kind of argument, I think it was even in a cutscene that I read about later, when they were talking about Eddington. And they said there was a cutscene in which it was Bashir and O'Brien, perhaps? I don't remember. But two characters having a brief debate over, do we agree with Eddington's point, or do we side with Starfleet in this instance?
Yeah.
And I wanted to see that scene. We just got that scene between Rice and Breeze. Fuck me.
Rice and Reese.
Jesus God.
Rice and beans.
Because they're interchangeable. Fuck, God damn it. The two boys on the bridge. And so it's the same argument, and I'm bored to tears. It's delivered terribly.
Yeah.
Their points are stupid.
Yeah.
And I don't care about them. Like, you could have flip-flopped who has which point of view, and it wouldn't have made a difference because they're non-characters.
Yeah, because I don't know. Yeah.
No, she's on Discovery.
If
all episode is going to be this, isn't it?
Yep.
Exactly. If you had this conversation between, O'Brien and Bashir make a little less sense. I would think like maybe Kira would be a good one to have to take the Eddington position.
Well, but O'Brien still works because we know he hates Cardassians.
He does hate Cardies. That is true.
So,
but like, I would definitely, if that was a conversation that's having, I could see that being O'Brien taking the position because
first of all, he's working class.
He hates Cardies. He's working class. We know when he went and worked for the Emerald Chain. Whatever. The Orion Syndicate.
Yeah.
He kind of sided with them a little bit in not the villains, but he sided with Bixby. As hey, he's just a guy. Just a working stiff.
Yeah.
With murder. And and Bashir is a bit of a bootlicker either way. So I could totally see that. But but these characters, like, I would not know. Even now, having just watched yesterday, I don't remember which one had which position.
Reese was grumpy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he even mentioned like, to the other one, Bryce. God, their names are too similar.
Imagine if I could remember useful things.
Right. Well, imagine if you could say Betazoid.
Never.
He brings up like you'd understand if you'd also lost everything.
Yeah, because a few weeks ago they decided Reese had been around for a tragedy.
Some kind of typhoon that took out his whole city-state.
His sister was killed in Florida.
Oh no, Tucker.
See, if they had just beamed in Tucker from the past somehow.
It would have made just as much sense.
Hi there, I'm from the past, more so even than you. And let me tell you...
So I'm wondering, because we've had, like, the kind of background characters in shows. Like, my biggest example would be Ogawa in TNG. And how she does just enough. Mm-hmm. Like, it's never weird when she comes in and has a personality. And yet when these characters come in and have a personality, you're taking them off guard. Like, why are you talking right now?
Yeah, I think, honestly, because I was just thinking this, like, if it had been Detmer and Owo, because I feel like...
Same scene.
Same scene, yeah. But I feel like and I can't explain why, again.
They had more lines.
Yeah, but, like, I'd have felt like if they were like, Detmer is like, maybe we should be being more aggressive.
Oh
And
my god, their actors are better.
Yeah. And Owo was against it. I've been like, yeah, I feel like that tracks for them based on what we know of them. I don't know why I think that. And again, she also is already the fucking pilot. Why is your tactical officer suddenly your pilot? And why does your comms officer need to be there?
Because they needed Owo and Detmer to do other things this episode. Oh, wait,
Did
no, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
It's like they didn't have the chutzpah to have one of their leads be maybe Tarka's right, aside from Book. So, like, they had to just assign it to Reese, which feels weird.
It's very weird.
It feels like every time we see Reese, he, aside from, again, P.S. I was in a tragedy, he seems like one of the cheerier people on the bridge. So it just feels like he'd be one of the last people to be like, yes, let's blow up the DMA.
See, here's how I would have done this, right? Because you already had Wilson Cruz on the ship.
Yeah.
He was already on the shuttle for no reason.
No, actually, I liked that they were sending him to try to be an official de-escalator. Like, that's actually kind of cool.
He is
Not
ship's
his
counselor
fucking
now.
job. I don't know what that.
Because again, ship counselor, de-escalator, why not?
Sure, whatever.
He has all the jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, have him go and have the argument with
Saru?
Nhan or
Oh,
somebody.
Nhan, interesting.
That's the problem, is they had
then
to
Nhan
keep-
might have a point in this episode.
Well, that's it. And if Nhan was being more aggressive, I'd totally get it. She's
Yeah.
a security officer. Star Trek shorthand for aggressive is security officer.
Well,
But the problem is that it wouldn't make sense for her to be on the shuttle.
Why? She's on this mission as the special liaison.
Yeah, but she's supposed to keep an eye on Michael, and Michael's back on the ship.
Yeah, well, I could see her being on that. If they explain her presence a little differently, it could be like, listen, she's going on this thing because if this talk them out of it operation doesn't work,
there we
She's
go.
there to shoot them both
she's
in the
there to
head.
shoot them in the head.
So yeah, she could have been there.
Okay.
She could have
I'd
been
buy
there,
that.
and like,
I'd have bought Nhan being like, maybe Tarka's got a point.
no, I would buy Wilson Cruz. I can't remember the character's name.
Colbert.
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 I could picture Colbert doing it because, and I'll tell you why.
It's gonna get confusing.
Because we know about his empathy centers, that he's very empathic.
He's made of spores.
Well, just that he's a good counselor, and he helped Book through his grief. So I could see him maybe not taking Tarka's side, but taking Book's perspective.
Well, no one else knows Tarka's side.
No one else knows Tarka's side, but I could see that taking maybe we should stop this thing. And here's the thing, right? Here's the other fucking thing that annoys me, is Michael spent so much fucking time in the episode, it seems like a year ago, arguing that we should make first contact instead of kerploding. And yet, in this episode, she stops short of doing anything that would actually prevent the kerplosion. Like, the only thing that she does is talk Book off the ledge.
Yeah.
The whole point of it was they have to find middle ground, but I don't think they ever found middle ground. They just postponed it, which is not the same.
Well, no, but they've given time. But yeah, but who knows what they could have done with a week?
I was thinking
but even with the week, like, you still follow up with it. Like, Nhan's whole presence there was basically to make sure that Michael follows through on the thing that Michael's been arguing for weeks.
Yeah.
And then Michael doesn't follow through on it.
No.
And Nhan also doesn't do
anything. And Nhan
anything.
also fails to do. It's so frustrating.
I had a thought, and I felt brilliant, and I felt like Stanwix would bring this up, and no one ever fucking does. They realized a week or two or a year ago, I've lost track of time, that the DMA is skimming boronite.
Yeah.
And they just learned, it's going to stay here for like a week until it's exhausted the boronite in this area. Why are they not feeding it boronite?
That's what I was thinking.
You were thinking, okay, because I thought someone will bring this up. If we give it more boronite, it'll figure out this is also a way to communicate with it.
Maybe boronite is very hard to extract.
Well, it's very rare, but this is desperate measures. So you get enough boronite, you make a sheet of boronite paper, and you write, "Hi, do you like me?
Check
yes,
yes.
no,
Check
check
yeah.
one." I was thinking, though, you brought this up a few weeks ago.
Oh, did I?
And all I could think, though, was they were talking about trying to find middle ground. It's like, yes, the secret third thing that Hal figured out.
Oh, yes, Hal. I love that. fucking episode of Malcolm in the Middle.
Well, so presumably also, we know where Bornite is.
Everywhere. It's just very rare.
Is there more? Yeah. Okay, never mind that.
Someone
I was going to say,
find
like,
a way to synthesize
evacuate areas that have high concentrations of Bornite.
Yeah, it just sounds like it's kind of like...
If it's just kind of evenly
everywhere.
distributed everywhere.
It's yeah, because they brought up the sieve maneuver, or the trawl. What do they call it before? I think they called it a trawl before.
I think so, yeah.
It's how you, like, fishermen go out. And
a trawl.
They just go in areas.
Dragnet.
Dragnet it, yeah.
If it is everywhere, and you need to try to get some together to give these people, in theory, every starship is picking up at least a little with its Bussard collectors.
No, they don't know what a fucking Bussard collector does.
It's the future. They don't use those anymore. Before we get too far from it, and I'm sorry to change, bring topics back a couple stages. I want to shit on the bridge crew again.
No, poor bridge crew.
Because we were having this debate, and we've had the dual opinions on, do you do less with the bridge crew, or do you do more with the bridge crew? Because this show is trying to do both at the same time.
Yeah.
Which is why we seem to have both a million characters and two characters on this show at the same fucking time. And I'm looking back like, why did they decide to cave? Because the audiences were the ones, I think, begging for more development from the bridge crew, and they acquiesced in a stupid way. And I'm going back, and I'm gonna blame Arium. Because I think audiences saw what a cool design Arium was, and said to themselves, there must be a cool story there. Who is this character who's getting just too little presence for us?
Yeah.
And people were saying, we want more from Arium. We want more from the bridge crew. They should, they're always present. They should be doing more. And I think the writers caving to that was a bad idea.
Well, I think it's a bad idea because of the way that they did it, where they didn't actually want to put the time into making the bridge crew interesting, fully.
Yeah. They were never in the character Bible, I imagine.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
They should have kept them as Leslie's.
They're lucky they got names.
Just a bunch of Nurse Ogawas, and that would have been fine.
Because exactly. Like, I have no problem with them spending more time with the bridge crew if they actually commit to it and not just pepper them in like they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and the only thing worse than that is them then trying to bring Nhan back and be like, hey, look, aren't you excited that this person that we knew nothing about until, the second that they left is back?
Yeah. When they introduce her, and Michael is immediately like, Nhan! Because the audience needs to know, because they've forgotten who this is.
Yeah, this character you've totally
forgotten
here's the thing.
About. Let's be honest, none of us forgot her, because she showed up and we all went, oh god, it's the yum
Did you
woman.
know her name?
Yes.
Oh, I would not have remembered her name.
I know Bryson Reese's
My
names.
first watching, I did not know her name.
I know the stupidest things.
Your first watching, did you know her name?
That's so long ago, I don't remember.
Okay.
Tony Todd.
Thanks, Caitlin.
Got it.
Now, this is becoming a running joke.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's more, at this point, it's more like crawling slowly.
Like running, a crawling joke.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was not impressed with Reese or Bryce.
Yeah, and again, it just felt, from what little we know of them, it did feel like, for lack of a better term, out of character. I was like, for what little I know of Reese, I don't think he'd have this stance.
Which was his stance?
That maybe they should be kerploding the DMA.
Maybe Book is right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's all real talk. Should they kerplode the device?
Well, yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, me too.
I'd say so.
The only reason I would have said no was because of some reasons I think Tarina or somebody brought up, might have been Relac, I forget, that we don't know what this weapon does. Not that we don't know what the species 10C will do.
Yeah.
I think once we figured out that it probably wasn't a weapon and that it's just a mining device, we figured out now.
Well, because this would ostensibly be like if someone's lawnmower was going crazy and running over all the neighbors' children, and you stopped it, and we're like, hey man, I owe you a new mower, but you were destroying children.
Well, here's the other thing. I feel as though one of the problems that this show is doing I think one of the problems
it's
with
not funny,
what
it's tragic.
The show is doing is it's created this false dichotomy that the only two options are blow it up or do absolutely nothing.
Do nothing.
Our only options to deal with this problem, we destroy it and risk the reprisal of this ultra-powerful alien force, or we literally do nothing at all and hope that we can figure out a way to do something that we've never ever been able to do in 1,000 years, which is communicate through the galactic barrier. And maybe within a week we'll figure it out.
You know what they should have done?
Made an everlasting gobstopper out of boronite and thrown it at this machine.
Involves Hal from Malcolm in the Middle.
Like, close. No, you send in, you jump into the heart of it, and then you send in Jet to not destroy the control center, break it just enough that they have to send a repairman and try to talk to them.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
like,
why didn't they do that?
Yeah, why not? Like, the thing is, they've tried nothing and they're all out of ideas. And like the only thing they've come up with is blow it up. Like no one thought, and even Tarka evidently didn't think, wait a minute, if we can beam a bomb into the control matrix or whatever, why couldn't we beam
a message?
a dot?
Oh, a dot.
To take the power
see
supply.
what's in there. Maybe then we would see, oh, there's no power source. I guess I don't need to do all this shit. Or, oh, look, there's the off button right there. Or, I don't know, maybe there's a portal to where species 10C. Maybe there's a little radio that says, pull in case of emergency. You know, who the fuck knows? We didn't try it because we're fucking stupid. And the fucking writers are like, the only options are blow it up or do nothing.
I'm going to annoy you even more now. There is, we know, a portal to them in there because it's controlled via a wormhole that they know about.
Yeah, no shit.
Although it could be too teeny to send anyone through, like the Harry Kim wormhole.
It's really tiny.
Like this is the first time in this episode that we've actually spore jumped inside the DMA, right? We didn't do it before.
I don't believe so, no.
So this is the first look we've actually had at the interior of it.
It's goofy looking.
It's goofy. It's kind of cool. It's a little like the Badlands, I thought, from...
Oh, so I was thinking of the control center itself. It's just like a spinning Tesseract-y thing.
Oh, yeah. Well,
yeah, the space is cool.
Yeah, like within the Event Horizon, where it's kind of like a nebula feel in there.
God, they love a nebula.
Like, that's the first time we've done that.
Ditto.
Oh, great. Now we're learning something. Mm-hmm. And then and then Tarka actually gets a look at that core... And it's like, wow, I didn't know what this thing was until the very first, right now.
I think Discovery is trying to be so many shows at once, and that's hard. In that they're trying to be the science show, but they also need to do action every so often. So blowing things up is action. Which is why I think Nhan should have fucking fired that thing at Book's ship.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, I think it would have been more interesting if we had arrived at this choice through, discovering what the thing was,
Deductive
right?
reason.
Like, if we got to the point where, okay, we've investigated the DMA completely. We've jumped inside of it. We've sent a probe into the core.
We've set a Jet Reno
and
in there.
And we've literally
never
determined
gets
that
to
there's
show up.
nothing that we can do to stop this other than destroy it. Then it might make sense.
Yeah.
Where, in like Tarka, who's supposedly the second greatest scientist who's ever lived.
After Shorty LaForge?
After...
Aurelio Voltaire.
Aurelio. Yeah, exactly. The second greatest scientist, or the greatest scientist, I don't know. You ask him, he's the greatest.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Aurelio because I don't hate him.
The greatest scientist who's ever lived. And he is like, this is the most important thing in the universe, that I get this amazing power source. And my only answer to how to do that is to blow it up, which is stupid.
Yeah, ain't too bright.
Yeah, it's so, I'm not complaining about the what that the what actually happened. I'm complaining about the why.
Yeah.
It defies sense that they set it up this way. And I don't know. Maybe I'm maybe I'm too much of a.
Are we too smart for this show?
Are we? Yeah. Well, I don't want to sound like a conceited piece of shit, but like maybe I'm more of a discerning viewer than who they were going for with this, because I can't watch the show and just accept that these are our best and brightest, and Jake, this is the only things that they've come up with.
Discovery is about emotions.
Yeah, well,
Did you see Michael's very, very sad delivery on Let's fly.
that stood out rather poorly. It's like, guys,
Switch
maybe if
to a
she's
different catchphase if it's gonna be that sad.
maybe don't have her do a sad version of the catchphrase. Like
Yeah, you could just...
that feels like a blooper they decide to keep in. Like she did it as a joke, and then they were like, actually, let's keep that. And she went, guys, wait, no.
Oh,
Picard
no.
didn't always say engage. You know, she doesn't have to say the catchphrase if it doesn't fit the tone.
I'm just trying to picture him saying engage really sad.
At the end of City on the Edge of Forever, Kirk says, "Let's get the hell out of here." Maybe that would have been appropriate.
Yeah, that would have been great. You know, let's fuck off because it's, you know.
Oh, yeah, right, we can swear now.
Streaming.
Yep.
But you know who also wants to fuck off? Saru and Tarina. They want to fuck each other.
I realized somewhere in this episode that Saru, like literally the only thing Saru has had to do this season
is thirst.
Is flirt with Tarina.
I'm here for it.
I mean, I'm here for it, but it meant that this character who normally has like impact in scenes and shit and was the captain last fucking season has had nothing to do,
but also just like I feel like they just maybe Doug Jones had another shooting thing he was doing. Maybe he was doing What We Do in the Shadows. I don't know.
I did learn this week that it was like, his idea to add a romantic interest.
Really good for him.
But the thing is, they haven't been including him in the A plots at all.
Yeah, no.
He was on the shuttle and didn't have any impact. It would have gone the same way.
And just like the Jet Reno scene, I'm like, was he even there when they were filming this? I don't know.
I have to admit though, like, I think I haven't noticed it because I will admit to having been completely bamboozled by that subplot. Like Saru and Tarina are one of the all-time great couples in this franchise.
Cute.
So I'll admit that my brain stops working when they're together. I was like, sure, this is great. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I'm not complaining about...
Yeah. Oh, no, I know you're not, but I'm admitting that it maybe makes me not notice. Like, oh yeah, he's not doing much else, though, is he?
When he was talking with Tarina saying, like, oh, I want to do one of our meditation sessions because I've been stressed about, what's his fucking name, Sukal?
Yeah, Sukal.
And I'm like, because you have nothing that you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, you're dredging up, like, other fucking shit from last season.
Which would have been nice to have maybe seen him talking to Sukal.
It doesn't fit with the current season. It makes no sense.
It doesn't, but
and
like...
I'm so sick of Sukal.
To me, it's just so weird that he's like... So, Sukal's stressed out. It's like, oh yeah, Sukal. I kind of forgot about him.
But you know what happens when he gets stressed out.
No.
That's true.
My dilithium.
Yeah, well, yeah, and
But this is why I also think, maybe in addition to non coming aboard, or maybe instead of non coming aboard, it should have been Vance putting Saru in charge. Because, Michael is very biased right now, and is not going to do the right thing, or the ultimate thing of firing on Book's ship.
Yeah.
And also because Saru has nothing to do.
Well, and I love that they try to be like, oh yeah, he's too close to Book too. It's like, yeah, not in the way Michael is.
Yeah.
Saru is more logical.
Literally, yeah.
Saru would fire on Book's ship. Michael would not.
With his little ear spikes.
Michael, who famously did a preemptive strike on a Klingon ship to start to drive the galaxy into a horrible war, won't shoot at her boyfriend, even when her boyfriend is shooting at her.
Even when his cat is safe on her ship.
I could see that making
That's
her
why he was really mad, You could have fucking killed Grudge.
I don't know though. Maybe that's why she's gun shy now. She's like, oh boy, I gotta really think before I shoot.
Maybe that's why she doesn't want to kill the DMA. She's like
exactly.
Old Michael would have been like, Vulcan, hello, 10C.
Oh, I thought it was because it might be full of cats.
Oh, no. if we find out species 10C is just cats that are like batting the DMA across the galaxy.
Yeah, because you have K9 and then you have 10C.
That would fit.
That's brilliant. I love it.
The C stands for cat.
Meow.
I noticed in a bit of wankery, the ship that finds the new DMA is the USS Mitchell.
Yeah, they're past the galactic barrier, guys.
I also made that.
And I was like,
send that ship through the galactic barrier.
But I was like, okay, but surely obviously yes, it's a reference for us, but like in universe, it can't be named after Gary Mitchell.
It's a different Mitchell.
Because like all he did was lose his mind and try to murder Kirk. Yeah. And not know his middle name.
No, I'm sure in world it's named after that Mitchell because they don't have other characters on the show.
Because who hasn't wanted to murder Kirk?
Most of the Klingons.
Thank you
certainly.
for trying to do what we've all wanted.
Most of the Klingons, some Romulans, Khan.
How have there
Carol
not been
Marcus.
any other characters called Mitchell? Because that's not like that's a fairly common.
I feel like there's one in Strange New Worlds.
Is there?
I
Is it
think.
Gary? Because
No.
he would canonically be
Oh,
around.
he could show up, yeah.
But I would have to check.
But will he
because-
have aluminum foil eyes?
It's one of those weird things like that, in television, and this is true of all franchises, I feel, is like, yes, in the real world, you're going to encounter multiple people with similar names, but once you've named a character, especially one of consequence, something, it kind of ends up being like off the table.
Maybe he could. Well, does he die at the end?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Who?
but Gary Mitchell.
Oh, unless you consider those fan films, which I do.
Well, I'm also just wondering, like, maybe he came back as a god creature at some point and like helped a lot.
So,
Aw, he's
not
really cute.
not in canon, but I think there is a comic where it turns out he actually, like, evolved and is actually, like, a god. But unlike with Star Wars, comics aren't canon in Star Trek.
True. Anywho, but yeah, I don't have much else to say.
Did I have anything else? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the one thing I do not get is why Book never named his fucking ship. Because the problem is, like, usually it's like, oh yeah, Book's ship, they mention it once or twice. But in this episode, because they had to say Book's ship so much, it does really make it weird. It's like...
I think it's not weird that Book didn't name his ship. I think it's weird the writers didn't name the
Yeah,
ship.
well, yeah. Because at this point, it's just like, okay, but we really got to keep saying Book's ship.
Well, let's call it the
Book
library.
is also just such a sentimental guy.
That's
he
true.
would totally have named his ship.
I mean, it'd be a thing. Like, at least if they'd established it somewhere, this would be kind of neat.
The Grudge 2.
If it's just like, they're like, why didn't you name your ship? And he's like, well, it's just a thing we do on Quajon. They're just things.
Well, maybe,
Like, that would be fine.
They're not cats.
But they never established that, and, like, literally everyone else in the fucking galaxy names their ships. So it's just like, and again, it hadn't bothered me up to this point, but you hear the words Book's ship like 38 times in this episode, and it's like...
Could have called it the steamer.
I made this joke before. It wasn't funny then.
I had forgotten the
I don't
joke.
get
I made this joke
Because
before.
Cleveland
his first
steamer.
name is Cleveland.
His name's Cleveland?
Cleveland Booker?
Booker.
Did I actually make this joke before?
I believe
really
Abe's
love poop
memory's
jokes,
better than mine.
apparently.
Well,
We knew that.
I listened to the episode in which it came up more
Oh
recently.
no.
call it the depository.
No.
Well, we said library would have been
I
good.
like library.
Well, thank you.
Oh, speaking of book ship, I noticed, there's a scene.
Oh,
There's
no.
a scene where Michael is, they're talking about how they can bypass the security and get aboard Book's ship.
Mm-hmm.
To which Michael says, can't do that. It's airtight. To which I respond, all starships are airtight.
Well, you're not wrong.
He did. I was there. When I was yelling in my brain about other things, Jake was saying that out loud.
Oh, was she not being metaphorical?
No, she was being metaphorical.
Oh, okay.
And I was being literal.
Okay, good. For a minute, here's the thing. Again, like, this show does weird things sometimes, so maybe...
No. She was saying that, like, the security of the ship is airtight. I was saying,
Yes, okay.
Of course the ship is airtight.
Yeah.
It's a starship.
I think
Well,
I
actually-
thought the Death Star was pretty airtight too.
There are, presumably, some ships that aren't airtight, but watertight, like the Zindi dugongs. Assuming they have ships of just them, like...
Wait, dugongs? Is that actually what they're called?
No, they're called aquatic.
Thank you, I could not think of what they were
I think
called.
they would
Isn't a
also
dugong
have to be
literally the-
airtight.
Yeah, I know, I'm
as
just
well.
being even more ridiculous
Oh
and
my
pedantic.
God.
And yes, a dugong is a manatee-like.
That's what I thought, so I was
Yeah.
like, they're called
But the
them?
Zindi aquatics are vaguely manatee-ish, aren't they? The one time we see them?
Yeah,
I
a bunch
think
of
they're
times
more
we've
like
seen
belugas.
Why can't it be like a womanatee? That's all I want to know.
them.
But,
Thank you.
I will say one thing I've thought too is Book's ship, like, kind of, its jump looks cooler because it just explodes into a star shape and spit. Whereas, like, that's the one thing. Discovery, despite her profile being very, like, Starfleet adjacent, but still like, very slim and flat, she just looks silly when she spins about. His ship kind of looked cool. It's like, boom, and you're like, yeah. So he wins the jump, like, aesthetic.
I find it interesting that Michael just assumes that that Book and Tarka survived because at the end of the episode she's like, he hasn't been returning my calls. I'm like, yeah, because the last time you saw him, you were jumping away and
They
fucking
jumped
thing was
before he
about
did,
to
so,
explode that
yeah.
would have surely destroyed everyone, and you knew this.
Yeah, well, You could write it off as her just being hopeful.
She knows he has the plot armor.
Yeah.
She knows that because Grudge is on her ship, he has to come back for her.
This isn't that soul-crushing episode of Voyager where they didn't have plot armor.
Like they didn't even, and they also didn't. But I don't know. I think I would have liked it if there was like a question,
a doubt.
Did he actually?
Even if we still knew as the audience, dramatic irony is fine.
I don't know. I think they could have just jumped. I think they just could have cut away after Discovery jumped and left it ambiguous.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying either way it would work. Either if she knew and we didn't, or if we knew and she didn't, or if we all didn't know.
Yeah. Although I guess we do have a follow-up scene where Tarka realizes
that the DMA power source
that he goofed.
Fuck.
He did a big goof.
On the other hand, though, if Book's ship had been consumed by the explosion, then Starfleet would have been able to turn around and say, like, well, we're really sorry about what happened, but the people that did that shit to your mining craft have been killed.
Yeah, some assholes.
They were a rogue entity, not authorized by us.
Detmer tried to do that last season with the Orion Syndicate, and it did not work.
But see, they didn't literally watch them, like, shit out of the Discovery first. They did show up on their own and would have seen Discovery bipping around, and 10C could have been like, you guys know space is three-dimensional, right? And them and Khan all go, fuck.
I loved that when they were like, what are you doing? We're getting between Book's ship and the DMC. And I was like, mm-mm.
Yeah, well, and then just the fact that at the end they just beamed the bomb.
Beam the bomb.
Fucking Tarka. He sucks balls, dude.
I'm on Tarka's side most of the time, so it's hard for me to be most objective.
You know who else sucks balls? Some great TV shows.
I was gonna say,
this is your worst segue ever.
So basically, what I'm saying is, I don't think Discovery is anyone's favorite show. But we do have some other favorite science fiction television shows.
Wow.
So here we are entering our blogtivity. We are bringing up the fucking big guns this week. Because as we've been doing a lot of these little kind of sci-fi discussions and general chatters about things we like, we are honing in on the best of the fucking best now. And we are on our favorite television shows.
I should, caveat up front. This list might change in a few years when I've finally seen all of,
Andor.
That too. The other space show with Crichton.
Farscape.
Thank you. Because I already really do love what I have seen.
Oh, great. That's perfect, because I'm going to launch right in. Because speaking of Farscape, so we're going to also just do our top fives.
Yeah, we're not going to just...
Because if we talk about every single show we like, we will be here for days and days and days. And I have 5 favorite shows, and my number 5 is Farscape.
Yeah.
It is fucking excellent. I really do want to cover it for this show one of these days, but it will take a couple of years if we want to do that.
That's fine.
Which I'm not opposed to. The puppetry is, like, seamless, which is insane considering it's like a fairly impressive science fiction show.
Can't go wrong with Henson.
Characters are all great. We've highlighted a bunch of the great characters in past blogtivities. Like, super, super solid. Watch Farscape. My number 4 is when I bring up all the... Like, none of these are surprising because I bring them up all the fucking time. My number 4 is The Expanse, which is some very stunning storytelling. They do have the benefit of having a novel series that they keep more or less to. There's some differences, but the quality of that show is beautiful to look at, and there's some great stuff in there. My number 3, and I want to see more of this show, so it better come back fucking soon, is For All Mankind, which is a Ronald D. Moore special. And it's an alt history thing in which what would have happened if Russia got to the moon first? Wow, things would have been super, super different. And it's such creative, like, storytelling and great science fiction ideas. It was literally like my thank God this show exists when we were watching, like, fucking Picard. Because it's
Picard.
Very good. All the characters are excellent, and it's just very also, like, easy to understand what's going on, even though it's very complex theories. My number 2, you gotta love it, and if it's not on someone else's list, I will be surprised. Number 2 is Futurama!
Ooh, nice.
One of the most successful comedies, I think, that is out there, but also it is so specifically a science fiction show as well, not just a comedy in space. And they nail it. And my number 1, which surprises no one, is fucking Black Mirror. Because each episode is a banger in some way. Like, I don't think there is a clunker. I've seen people like do a rating of them and gotten slightly angry, saying like, "There's one at the bottom of the list," because there has to be some at the bottom. Of the list.
like that. Yeah, that's how lists work.
See, I would make it. One of these days, I kind of want to make an A to F tier list because there are no Fs.
I was just gonna say I would love to see your tiered list. I was just thinking of your grading, and that would be exciting.
Yeah, because and there's just so like specific episodes that are amazing, but just kind of the overall is all really good.
The one with the cartoon bear.
You don't like Waldo?
I don't love that one.
I like that one. I think the acting's great in that one.
Yeah, I mean, there's good parts of it, sure, but that would definitely be.
Is that on your? Is that D?
That might be D tier for me. I don't know.
Wow.
So that's my list, and I stand by all of them.
Love it.
Who else has a list?
I have a list.
List them.
You did what? Fifth to first?
You can go whichever order you want.
I guess in 5th place, I'm gonna put Buck Rogers. Also, Gil Gerard just passed away, so it feels good. But like the thing is like it's not a good show, but it is entertaining. It is sci-fi. It is a lot of fun.
It's fun, yeah.
And it does like deal with like some interesting things. I mean, the one that I think of mostly is that Olympic episode where it's like obviously just like a stand-in for like people escaping Russia. But like I don't know, I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. There's some good space shooties. We love it.
Yay.
Because I haven't seen all of the show and because the fan base is shit, I'm going to put Rick and Morty at 4th.
Really?
I like Rick and Morty. I like the show. I like the science. Because it's basically just like every single week it's something different with, either Rick did something wrong or he has clones of clones. He has a clone of his family. His daughter is a super clone maybe. Like it's just, like it's very funny.
You said it's still ongoing? I didn't realize it wasn't over.
Well, no, I mean, I haven't seen the whole
thing. Haven't seen it.
It is still going,
it is still
as far
going,
as I know.
Because, you were just saying that they had replaced the actors.
They did replace Justin Roiland, but...
Like, and the thing is...
two mains?
He was Rick and Morty.
He was Rickard and Morticia.
They did replace him with 2 people.
That's smart.
But yeah, I just really like the show. I think it's clever. I don't think it's like, I don't think you need to be fucking red-pilled to get it or whatever the fuck.
No, it's a show that definitely suffers from its fan base.
Yeah.
Which doesn't get that Rick is not someone you should admire.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's a piece of shit.
From the first episode, Jake and I have only watched the first episode, and I couldn't get into it because I hated that character so much.
Well, he gets a little better, and the green shit flies from his mouth less.
That
was the thing for me. The green shit.
So gross.
I was like, I honestly don't know if I can watch this show if it's going to be like this, and it isn't always like that. There is still some, but it's less, and it's not as bad. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. Rick and Morty. It's good. I think 3, I'm going to put X-Men Evolution.
Ooh.
Which, I mean, here's the thing. X-Men Evolution's not a good show. Again, not a good show, but there is science and mutants. And
I do like all the mutants.
It was my first experience with Nightcrawler, which makes it a turning point for me.
I don't think we've ever heard you talk about Nightcrawler.
Oh,
Tell me about Nightcrawler.
Girl, I want to fuck Nightcrawler, let me tell you.
Wow.
Yeah, that goes back a ways.
Is he on
Have you ever seen Nightcrawler?
I've only seen him in one of the movies, I think. Is he the one that can bamf?
Yes.
Sure is. Well,
where does he stand on your ghoul scale and fuckability?
No, he has the advantage of not being a zombie.
So this is him. This is the X-Men Evolution. Him. He's to be fair, this takes place in high school. Mm-hmm. So I don't want. This is no longer what I want. But when I was in high school watching this, when I was in high school watching this, I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want to fuck that blue guy."
It's a cartoon show.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So, but yeah, I don't know. I just, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I don't want to fuck him as much as I want to fuck the ghoul, that's for sure. But that's, to be expected. But anyway, it's a good show. And it was also kind of like, I had seen by then, I think, the X-Men films, but I hadn't seen really the cartoon. Like, I missed it when I was a kid. I don't know. Anyway, I really enjoy it. Again, I'm not sure if it's a good show, but it is something I loved. And it was
a show.
It is a show that I enjoyed a lot. The end. I think second, I'm going to put first and maybe second season of Mandalorian.
Oh, you're nice. That is a good one.
Because I'm not sure that I think the whole, I haven't seen the whole series, but the first season was like damn near perfect. The second season was very good. Mm-hmm. I feel like at some point around third season we petered out and I just didn't give a shit anymore.
I haven't seen anything beyond the second myself.
I think it's because some of it tried to also like wedge into Boba Fett for a reason.
That was third season, right?
Well, no, that thing is the season that there's like an arc in the like one season of Boba Fett that's like Mandalorian season 2.5, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Like he's just suddenly there for a couple episodes. It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, the thing is like Star Wars, it became like you just have to watch more and more of it to like know everything, and I just don't give a shit. The first 2 seasons of Mando are great. I love them. Plus, doesn't Grogu leave after that? I don't fucking need to see it if Grogu's not there.
He comes back.
Well, of course he comes back, but didn't he go away for a while?
Yeah, he fucked off with Luke.
Yeah,
but he was back. Right
he was
away.
back. He was back before the next season.
Oh,
of Mandalorian.
He was back because of whatever happened in Boba Fett.
They brought him back in a different show. It was terrible.
Yeah, it was not
very
well
strange.
thought out.
Gotcha. Okay,
but it made you have to watch Boba Fett.
No, that's the thing. I don't want to watch Boba Fett. I don't
Terrible show from what I've heard, but
Boba Fett was bad.
Good theme. I do quite like the theme.
I just don't give a shit about Boba Fett.
Me neither.
All right, but Mandalorian is good. Are you excited for the Mandalorian Grogu movie?
I kind of am. Yeah.
Let's go see it together.
All right, I would do that.
I'm excited. I'm excited for
Fingers
it.
crossed
I just
for
love
Dexter.
Grogu. I don't give a fuck. I love Grogu.
Use the puppet, you cowards.
Use a puppet. Does anybody want to guess what my number 1 is?
Doctor Who.
No.
I'm gonna say. Fallout.
I know. I'm saying I'm surprised Doctor Who is not Caitlin's list.
Well, because here's the thing. Here's the thing about Doctor Who. I will give it. Oh, it's nice. I will give it an honorable mention, I guess. But the thing about Doctor Who is there's so much bad mixed in with all the good.
Okay,
that's true of Star Trek.
Star Trek isn't on her. Well, it's everything but Star Trek.
I don't want to talk about Star Trek though.
But Star Trek.
But if we were allowed to say Star Trek, it would have been Deep Space Nine 5 times.
But also, Deep Space Nine has like 1.5 bad episodes. 2.5. I'll say 2.5. That Julian one, Prophet and Lace, and I'll give half a point to Ella Moraine. You know, because it's not. But I actually don't hate that anymore. Like it's just like, listen, it's fine. The point is
Fallout.
No, I'm not there yet.
Oh,
The point is Doctor Who. Doctor Who has been going on forever, and even if I wanted to say new Who or old Who, I still couldn't say it's all good because old Who, most of it.
I'm gonna laugh when Doctor Who's on Christmas.
Is at least enjoyable because it's campy. Like, but that doesn't mean it was good at the time. Me being able to go, that thing's cardboard and it fell over it. That's not a good show necessarily.
To Chris, it is.
I think Caitlin found a hack against the 5-show limit.
No. But I'm just saying, like, that's why Doctor Who's not on my list. Is because there's like,
I caused this.
I think that you said like good all the way through, didn't you? Or did you just say favorites?
I just said
five. All right. Well, Doctor Who is still a fine honorable mention for Doctor Who, but Fallout currently.
Yeah. And we're only like at time of recording, we are like 2 episodes, 1 episode. I've lost count.
1 episode
into season 2, and I'm already into it.
I haven't even seen it yet. We're gonna go watch it after this. I made a promise that I would not watch it. Chris and I are gonna watch it together after this.
You can lie.
Fucking tell me about it. I can't lie.
She's a terrible liar.
Pretend to be surprised.
Oh my
god! I can't believe they killed off the ghoul in the first 5 minutes of the episode. Oh shit.
Here's the thing. I know that's not true. I know that can't be true. I'm not believing that. I don't believe it. Fine.
You'll be surprised if they do kill
Bro, if they fucking kill the ghoul, I'm gonna be fucking mad. I'll be like, I have to come back and be like, I fucking hate Fallout. That show fucking sucks. I was talking to people who were like, man, I really hope they don't. I went to a Christmas party last night, and everybody's like, yeah, I really love the show, but I hope they don't blow it with the 2nd season. And I was like, yeah, but here's the thing. If they do, you can still just appreciate the 1st season. Yeah. We don't have to be upset and be like, they ruined my childhood. Fallout ruined my adulthood by having a bad 2nd season.
Fallout ruined my 37 or whatever.
39. Anyway, I'm old. 6.
No, I mean when the 1st season came out, however old you would have been.
That's a solid top 5.
Yes.
Good.
Thanks.
Chris, what's your top 5?
Oh fuck. I was hoping to have it figured out by now. Judgment Call. Does Twin Peaks count as science fiction?
It has science fiction elements, I would say.
They hinted there being cosmic horror type things.
Is there any science in the show?
Maybe.
David Lynch.
This is your judgment call, you say.
I want
you have a better answer?
Probably, yeah. I wanted to see what people thought as far as...
I think it's like definitely paranormal shit.
It's that too, yeah.
Yeah, but like the X-Files would count as...
Well, X-Files is both,
but
because it's the battle between the two.
We'll skip it, it's too vague. All right.
Al McLaughlin is a science fiction individual.
True, he is. All right.
So Portlandia counts as science fiction?
Sure.
Yeah.
I really wish he was the... Wow. What is he, the mayor of Portlandia?
Yes.
Portland, rather?
All right. Okay. Calling an audible here. I've got more than 5, and I was hoping to have it whittled down by the time it was my turn, but I don't. I'm going to give number 5 to Invader Zim.
Yay!
Oh, yeah, of course.
Short-lived but demented, wonderful show. I will narrow it down, don't worry, but there are 1,000 Gundam series. I would like to highlight Iron-Blooded Orphans. The shows in general, or at least the ones that aren't aimed at children, because they do both, often deal with themes of, like, colonialism.
Talking about Gundam? Oh, you did say. Okay, go. Sorry.
Yeah, colonialism and children getting pulled into war and the evils of, like, old money and power and this and that. But Iron-Blooded Orphans does it the most and is probably the bleakest of the dramatically inclined series. So I think I'm going to use that to sort of stand in for the whole series for me. Really good show, but again, definitely very depressing. Not the first one to start with if you want to be in a good mood.
Theme song is great, though.
Yes, it
What
is.
a great theme song.
Number 3, Batman Beyond.
No shit.
Yeah.
Batman.
Very, like, you know, obviously there's a little bit of science fiction in all comic things, but Batman Beyond is so blatantly a science fiction show. It's
Big
clearly...
time. It's like Cyberpunk, the show.
Yeah,
kinda.
it definitely took a lot of cues from cyberpunk elements for it.
Remind me which one Batman Beyond is.
That was the one. It takes place in, like, the future.
Who's the villain?
All of them.
Batman.
Oh, it's not a movie. It's a show.
Oh, it's a show.
Yeah,
We're
sorry.
on shows.
No, it's a series.
Okay.
So yeah.
So, my brain brought
Batman
it was a
is
show.
the villain of all Batman media.
Yes.
Because
Good.
he's a rich piece of shit.
Well, not Terry. So yeah. Basically, it's the future. Bruce Wayne is an old man. He's retired. He's sad. This kid breaks into his house and steals his suit, and Bruce is like, "Fine, you can be Batman now." And it's funny because it was like they did it because the network was like, "We want a more kid-friendly Batman." So the creators tricked them by making Batman a teenager, but the show is still deeply dark and occasionally has more fucked up plots than the original show did.
Okay. I think the Beyond threw me because my brain went to Star Trek Beyond.
Right. Yeah, no, it was a series in the late 90s, early 2000s. Quite good.
Idris Elba is Batman.
Yeah.
Idris Elba is Batman?
No, he's...
No,
because
Oh my god, you momentarily made me interested in Batman for the briefest second.
That would
and
be
now
cool.
I'm not
Maybe
again.
they'll do that.
Well, actually, it's kind of like the
He might be too old now.
spiritual successor / real successor of the Batman animated series. So they actually got Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, it's a sequel to that series.
Yeah,
so it's all
to
set
play
old Bruce Wayne.
Old Bruce
Yes.
Wayne.
Kevin Conroy.
Yes. Surprising.
Famous man.
No one.
Well, no, but he's the actor that portrayed him, and also in the video games, and he's like the best one. So actually, he is a famous man, Kevin Conroy.
I'm pretty sure the guy from ER is the best Batman.
George Clooney?
George Clooney.
No.
Anyway, Ames called it. Doctor Who!
Of course.
Love Doctor
Wow.
Who. And it's been on for probably a combined 40 seasons plus, and there's lots bad, lots really good. I like the campy stuff, I like the newer stuff.
I think I couldn't choose it as one of mine because I haven't watched it in 7 years.
That's fair, but
or something. I watched a little bit of Peter Capaldi, and after that I didn't give a shit until David Tennant came
That's the
back
thing,
for a
there's
minute.
so much of it that you can still watch the shitload and not seen all of it. But yeah,
It's like
Doctor
David
Who.
Bowie. There's a Doctor Who for everybody, there's
Yeah.
David Bowie for everybody.
And my favorite science fiction TV program that isn't a Star Trek is Futurama.
There it is.
Because, well, just listen, we talk about it all the fucking time. It's one of the best science fiction shows on television.
Yeah, it's hilarious, and they do a great job with it.
And they really do a nice job of parodying. Whenever I just think of that, too much air in a balloon and something bad happens or whatever. That's so good because that's so I don't know. It's just so indicative of science fiction plots and shit. It's perfect.
I just looked up Twin Peaks on the Wikipedia, and literally when I did a search for sci, the first line it says is, while the series is not usually described as science fiction, it has been noted to have been influential on the genre.
Fair enough.
Well, I have 5 shows that I think, with maybe one exception, are unquestionably science fiction. I also have some honorable mentions, so I can swap them in if need be, but I think you'll all agree that this show is definitely science fiction, and I would say is extremely good. my top show, I'm going top to bottom.
Oh, you're going top to bottom. You son of a bitch.
Whoa.
Wow.
I can flip it around.
No, this is fine. I'm just putting it in the right order in the blog.
No,
Okay.
Jake, you're right. We've established an order, but we can change it for you. That's fine.
Good! I'm going to say Battlestar Galactica.
Yay!
Is your number one?
Actually, these are all my number ones.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right.
So I can't.
We're talking
all
about the
tied.
70s.
Okay, no,
one,
okay.
right?
This is my number one, Battlestar Galactica.
Which one? Chris is a good point. Which one?
Good question. I am specifically referring to the reboot, the Ronald D. Moore reboot. It's just from start to finish. I mean, yes, I would agree that there has been some criticism that the later seasons dip a bit and get a little off the rails, especially in terms of some of the more, I don't know. There's disagreement about whether or not the show ended well. I think the show ended well. I do agree that there's probably some episodes, especially toward the end, that I could skip. But overall, phenomenal show. Yeah, no notes. Some notes. Great. Next up, another show. Now, this is from an era of television that we're well versed in, which is the 1990s, where most of our Star Treks have come from. Mm-hmm. It is very much in the spirit of some of those Star Trek shows. It can be hit or miss. There are definitely some bad episodes. Not gonna lie.
Sliders.
Babylon
But-
5?
Would you shut the fuck up? I can't tell the joke. I can't say a TV show without you fucking assholes jumping on my dick. Yeah, Babylon 5.
Oh, good, Babylon 5!
Fucking assholes.
And I was sure you were going to say Space Above
All right,
and
so anyway,
Beyond.
that's my number one. Babylon 5, number one.
Another number one.
Another number
a
one.
second number one. I agree. I like Babylon 5.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's a great show. I would say the places where it falls down, especially in the early seasons, are the effects. It's very
CG.
early CG, and it looks like assholes.
Does not
It
look
gets
good.
better with the series, but the stories, the plot lines, the characters,
Yeah, you can ignore the effect of
most
that.
of the performances are all top notch.
Most, who do you not like?
Except for Terry
I
Farrell,
do
who was a little
not-
stiff in the beginning.
I do not love. I think Garibaldi
Lies!
is kind of. I mean, I like the character of Garibaldi. I think his actors.
You son of a bitch! You take that bag.
He's also a trumper, so I don't love that.
Oh, that's
part.
that's hard.
Oh,
but
so Garibaldi.
I can separate the character from the actor.
I was going to ask if Garibaldi was the one that had the psych issues, but I'm...
No,
that was Sinclair.
That was Sinclair. He's very good, but yeah, it's very tragic. The whole cast of that show has there's so many tragic stories. Like if you look at just a cast photo, it's like dead.
Jesus, cursed ass series.
Very cursed. You know what series is not cursed, but is also an excellent 90s science fiction series? Caitlin,
What?
finish.
Space Above and Beyond.
My number one pick is going to be Stargate SG-1.
Yay!
I figured that would be on your list.
Jake's third number one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've talked about it so much. It's a fantastic show. Like other 90s shows, like I said, it does have its hits and misses.
I mean, name a show that doesn't.
Exactly. These are shows that had 20 plus episode seasons.
That too, yeah. It's a very different time.
Stargate SG-1 ran for 10 seasons, and they didn't always knock it out of the park, but when they did, they fucking went for the fences and more.
crushed those
I would say
fences.
more often than not, they crushed it. All right. Anyway, so moving ahead a little bit in the
To Jake's number one.
in time, my number one pick.
I'm going to guess it right now
Nope.
and ruin your day.
No.
Homeboys in Outer Space.
Fuck. No.
There's a lot of 90s
This is a limited series. It's a mini series.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely not a show for everybody. It's for a mini series. It has some ups and downs. Some of the acting is meh. But honestly, no show that I've seen in the last decade has been as thought provoking and like in terms of inspiring my imagination. No show has done better than my number one pick, Devs.
Oh, Devs.
I've heard of that.
Devs is interesting
Which
as
is
hell.
a very interesting show.
It's got Alison Pill in it.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, Alison Pill.
Be nice to
It's
hear something
got
that isn't terrible.
Ron Swanson.
No shit.
Nick Offerman.
Nick
He's
Offerman.
fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus, is it okay that I said that? Or is that going to throw you into fucking apoplexia?
No, he's great. I mean, the show is great. I feel like really the main character actor was kind of meh. But
the girl, yeah. Well, she was fine.
But yeah, no.
But
honestly,
that's Offerman though. Yeah, you can't.
Just a fucking very fascinating show. Alex Garland, who did
I know that name.
28 Days Later, Sunshine, Civil War, tons of great shows, or tons of great movies. I think this might be his only foray into television. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's 6 episodes?
Yeah,
I
it's
think?
a very short, but it counts. It's on TV.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so that's my number 1. My number 6 pick is going back in time to the 1960s.
Why are we on 6?
The Prisoner.
That's right. I forgot about that.
If you had given me just a half a second, I could have cut you off because I knew it. As soon as it's the 1960s, I knew it was going to be The Prisoner.
Yeah.
Why is this your number 6?
I am
Because
not a
everything-
number.
Oh,
I am a free
get
man.
It. Oh, I get it now.
Damn.
All the others have been your number 1.
He got you, bitch.
Jake,
Yeah.
so this is your top 5. I am shocked Andor isn't on
Well,
this list.
Well, I told you I have alternates.
Wow.
But yeah, The Prisoner. This is the one that I'm like, is it sci-fi?
Oh, goodness, yes.
I think
I
it
count
definitely
it as
is. I think it counts as sci-fi.
I don't know a ton about it, but it is definitely.
I
so-
think the episode in which they trick him into thinking he's someone else.
The Schizoid Man.
The Schizoid Man. Yeah, that's very
Which
sci-fi.
was later used as
Yeah,
a
wait a
title
minute.
of a
Yeah,
Next Generation
that's a
episode.
great episode.
Well, because the story behind that is Patrick McGowan, who played the prisoner, who played number 6 in The Prisoner, was
they wanted for that
originally
role.
going to play
right.
Ira Graves
I feel like we
on
talked
Next
about that at the
Generation,
time.
and that's why they called the episode "The Schizoid Man" as an homage to The Prisoner, and then McGowan didn't do the part.
It's like the same fucking thing with Shaka Ree. What the fuck?
Exactly.
You're good. Thank you for observing that I did not include Andor. I did not include Andor for 2 reasons. Number 1, I'm not convinced Andor is a sci-fi series. I think it's a political intrigue series.
More sci-fi
in a sci-fi setting.
than Twin Peaks.
It was like someone wanted to tell this story, but knew they'd get in front of more people if it had Star Wars slapped on it.
Kinda. It's very.
Fair.
I mean, it's very good. I also didn't. The other reason I didn't include is kind of like recency bias, because it's. Right now I do think it's very good, and it's definitely up there.
Want to give it some time? And
I kind of want to give it some time to stew, rewatch it.
We could do it for the podcast, and then Chris will finally watch it.
The other couple, I just want to mention 2 other honorable mentions on my list. I'm sure you all might have other honorable mentions, but 2 that I want to just throw out there are 12 Monkeys.
Oh yeah, you do love that
which is a
one.
great time travel show, and Cowboy Bebop,
Also
which
good.
is a
That's
great,
a
a great sci-fi show. Limited.
Didn't even
limited
consider
run.
that Sailor Moon could have been considered sci-fi. I mean,
That's-
they're magic, but it takes place in space.
But they're magic.
It's more fantasy than sci-fi,
There's
I'd say.
space. God damn it.
I just want to
Fine,
have
fair
honorable
enough.
mentions as, again, my list might change in a few years when I have finally seen all of Farscape and any of Stargate.
Stargate is a commitment. There is a lot of Stargate.
There's
No.
tons of,
Well, the core series,
Yeah,
at
I would
least.
say SG1.
There's still, I think, 300 episodes or something.
I mean,
How much Star Trek have I watched at this point in my life?
10 seasons of like 20 plus episode season.
That's fine.
Actually, I have it written down because I put it on my list of things to tend for whenever we run out of Star Trek. And Stargate SG-1 has 214 episodes and 3 movies.
Yeah, because their 200th episode was in that
6
last
seasons
season.
of a movie. Any honorable mentions from you two?
The only one that it doesn't make a list, but it's worth bringing up as an honorable mention. I do want to give some love to the Orville because I also am holding out hope that it'll come back so that it warrants me bringing it on the podcast.
That's right. That also is something I still need to watch, so that could potentially...
It gets quite good.
Yeah, no, I believe it.
Like, I know you've based it on, like, the first, 2 episodes?
Well,
It skyrockets.
the thing is, I will say, I don't
from
even think I dislike it inherently. It just didn't grab me, and became like a I'll catch up someday kind of thing. So I would say I don't even necessarily think anything against it. I was just like, later.
Well, one day we should actually get to later, because I think it's worth a watch.
I already sort of did my honorable mention, so.
If it counts, I'll say Twin Peaks.
I don't think
Which I only finally saw within the last few years, so I came very late to that party.
Yeah, there were other ones that I had written down
That is now
Well, I
so
checked-
far
Se-
away.
I checked
Sequest DSV, maybe?
I checked off ones that other people said, so they're
Yeah.
already
Oh, I see.
I remember watching it, but I don't know if it was actually any good.
Sequest?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Underwater TNG.
Oh man, you said Sequest and I thought of C-Lab and I was like, what do you mean you don't know about Sequest?
Oh,
Sequest
fuck,
is
that's
great.
science fiction. Wait, I gotta swap out.
Well, honorable mention to C-Lab then. 'Cause
Yeah.
that show's
Great.
fucking hilarious.
And actually, Venture Brothers, honorable mention.
Oh, yeah, I would say that
Science
counts.
fiction.
Venture Brothers, definitely.
Fuck, that's a good show.
That is a
Dr.
good
Venture!
Anyway, now we're gonna start rambling. That was the point of saying 5 each, was so that we wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I was
so
gonna
let's
say, what's up
take
with
us
all
out
this
of here.
honorable mention shit? I thought we said
Well,
5.
that's why I just mentioned them quickly.
Yeah. Let's.
Yeah, well, these were a few of our favorite shows.
These were a few of our favorite shows.
Next week we'll
Of
watch
course,
another one
after
of our
Christmas,
one of the shows of all time.
Not a Christmas
More
song.
Star Trek Discovery.
Okay, stop talking over Jake. Jake, say that again.
Well, those are a few of our favorite shows. But now you're not going to say the fucking song.
I know,
God
that's-
damn you people.
Okay.
You either steal the joke or you don't steal the joke. For fuck's sake, shit.
Oh, God. We have fun.
All right. Well, those are a few of our favorite shows. Next week we'll be watching another one of the shows of all time, Star Trek Discovery.
That is a show.
Another one of the shows.
It's still better than Enterprise and Picard.
I don't know about Enterprise.
and-
Picard, yes.
Next week's episode will be out of this world as we go to the Galactic Barrier. That's the title of the episode.
Tinfoil all around.
I have no idea if we'll actually go to the Galactic Barrier.
Probably at the very end.
Yeah, probably.
Fucking Surf Dracula bullshit.
But anyway, so that's coming up next time on A Star to Steer Her By. Until then, you can listen to all of our backlog of episodes by going to Apple, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever fine podcasts are sold, including our home on the web, SoundCloud. You can find our social media on Blue Sky, SSHB Podcast, or Tumblr, SSHB Podcast, or you can just go to sshbpodcast.com and get there, and you can read all of our blogs going back decades, almost. Yeah, lots of great stuff. You can also find us on Facebook. Drop us a line at our Facebook page, A Star to Steer Her By. That's the podcast. You know it. You love it. Come back again. My name has been Jake.
This has been Chris.
This has been Ames.
This is always Caitlin.
Yum, yum. That was the punchline to the joke I tried to make at the beginning.
I get it now.
I love a bookend.
What's book?
Nah.
Book also likes a bookend.
Cleveland.
Book probably does
Steamer.
have a nice end, I bet. I've never seen it, but...
Does the water fountain sound ever come out in the recording, or no?
Not that I've ever noticed, no.
I was just thinking how pleasant it is.
It is quite pleasant, but
Yeah, no, I think it's like, it's probably on there like super quietly, and then the noise reduction or whatever
just gets rid of it.
Yeah.
All right, give me the card.
Literally, you just need to know the word Rubicon, because the vocab I wrote down turns out isn't even in this episode.
Well, I need the name of the episode.
I told you the name of the
I'll
episode!
forget it by the time I say it.
Jesus, actual God.
Rubber condom. Fuck.
Hey, guys. All right, you ready?
Was that your intro?
Let me start.